21 complete. Yeah, 21, Baba. 21 complete.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are in the chapter 5 of Bhagavad Gita, which is otherwise called Sannyasa Yoga. So if you remember from verse 7 to 12, the Lord has talked about the Karma Yoga. There is a delayed response to my image and my talk, is it?
Yes, Baba. Little blurring is there. I think some net issue.
Or can I check in again?
Okay, Baba.
Huh? Just give me a few seconds. Let me get out and I can check in. Maybe it will help.
Yeah, that's right. Can I say something that will remind
Okay. Mama and you. Nikhil is also joining in. When I speak to shareholders, some of the veteran investors, my
swipe up? Swipe up. Up. Hey, go back, please.
Which one?
Ajay Baba, we can't see you.
No?
No, we can't see you right now.
1 minute.
You're just off and on the camera.
I don't know why it is behaving. You're going very slow. You respond.
No, we can see you, Baba.
What is this? Maybe in that room. Bro, messed up. Bro, I've already cleaned that
Its
room.
English name is Jacobian cuckoo, something. It is sparrow-like, but not sparrow, black color, and they fly very fast. In traditional Indian belief, these birds, they don't drink water on the ground. Water in the lake, water in the river, no. The traditional belief, in the poetic description, it is said, it only drinks the rain water not fallen on the ground. While it is falling, it will drink, otherwise it doesn't drink. But let it be. If a bird is thinking that I need purity, purity in water, and purity means the grace of God, how is our mind? My loving ones, we all are pilgrims in this holy place. My Gurudev used to say, a pilgrim is not a real pilgrim, one who doesn't know the soul within. When one is forgetting the soul and wandering from one place to the another place, is a foolish one. Antastha atmanam ajam na drishtva brahmanti mudhaha giri gauvhareshu. Without finding the soul within, the fools go from cave to cave, mountain to mountain. Then he said, idam tirtham brahmanti tamasa janaha atma tirtham rajananti kathang moksha varanane. It is a quote from Tantra where Lord Shiva is telling, oh my beloved Parvati, this is a holy place. This is a holy place. Tamasic people move around because they do not know that the holiest of the holy is within you. Isn't it? Jesus said, don't you know, your body is the temple of God and God dwelleth within you. Each living body is the body of God. Living body, when I say, it is plants, animals, birds, insects, where he is not.
Baba, we can't see your video. You're still looking as dark only, Baba. Baba, you are muted also.
This morning, when we went to the church, San Damiano, there we listened to the narration of a priest or whoever. In his beautiful description, he was telling that in 1225, in the year 1225, Saint Francis lived there. At that time, he was completely sick with stigmata and blind, who could not bear with the sunlight, even the light of the candle. And whatever small place they built for him, it was so cold. And in the, forget about night, in the daytime, rats and mice were making their dance. There he wrote the canticle.
Ajay Baba,
Oh,
you
Baba.
can hear us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Baba. We cannot see you.
You cannot see me. I am really.
Now we can see you also.
You can see me. On my video, there is a red mark. Oh, it is working differently.
No.
Can you see me now?
We can see you, Baba. We can hear you also. The only thing, picture will be slightly delayed, it seems. It's okay, I think. You can start here.
I don't know. Sometimes it's my which star controls all the tech. Is it Ketu? Deepak Baba?
Yes, Baba, we start, Baba.
Okay. Sorry. So we are in the chapter 5 of Bhagavad Gita, which is called Sannyasa Yoga. And we have seen from the law, from 7th to 12th verse, Lord has talked about the Karma Yoga. And from 13th to 21, Lord has talked about the Jnana Yoga. Okay, so the main theme of this particular chapter has been covered already from 13 to 21st verse, which 21st verse we have already seen. So what the Lord was trying to tell us that when you are in this world, you cannot remain without action. Action has to be there. But if action has to be there, then the results of the actions will also flow, and that result of the actions will bind to you because if you are the doer. So if the result of the actions are bound to me, so what is the problem? The problem is because the actions we engaged in are basically the actions which we like, things we like, or things we try to avoid. So accordingly, the result of those actions either can give us sukha or can be given dukkha. So either it will be happiness or it will be sorrow. So that means we will be tossed between happiness and unhappiness, and mostly it is unhappiness. So if you want to avoid this, because we cannot avoid the work, that's what we have seen, and the scripture says that you cannot remain without action. And action is going to bring out the results. So what I'm supposed to do if I want to get out of the cycle of sukham and dukkham, happiness and misery? So only way the Lord is saying you can get out of it, entire scriptures, Upanishads are saying that what you have to do is try to find your higher self and get centered on that. So what will happen? You have to differentiate between your higher self and lower self. Higher self is Satchidananda Swarupa, that Atman or Brahman. and your lower self is this body, mind, intellect. So the work, the actions, if you can, while the action is going on, if you can detach yourself from the body, mind, intellect and put yourself on your true self, what will happen? Then it will not be considered an action by you. So the results of the actions will not accrue to you. So what will happen? If you jump headlong into actions, then you will have the problem of sukham and dukkha. If you say that, okay, I am going to totally withdraw for the actions, I will not enter into any action. Because that is not an option, the Lord has also said. Even if, that's why Arjuna also said, I am not going to fight, I am going to go to Himalayas, let me meditate and let me find out my true self. But Lord said you cannot also do that. Why? Because you have to be mentally prepared to find out your true self and get identified with that. So if you are not mentally prepared, even if you refrain from actions, you shut yourself in a room or in the Himalayas, the thing is that your mind will still be very active and going through all the actions we have entered in the past, all the sukham and dukkham, you will be going up. So this sukham, the cycle of this sukham and dukkham, the happiness and misery is not going to leave you. So first thing what you have to do is, first thing, that's why the Lord said that you have to get into karma yoga. Because in karma yoga, what you are doing, you are offering the actions to the Lord or your guru, and whatever the results are coming, you are taking it as prasad. So what is happening? So you are trying to, mollify your likes and dislikes. Because if everything I am doing it for the Lord, whether it is good or whether I like it or not, because I am doing it for the Lord. So even if a particular work I may not like to do it myself, for myself, because it is for the Lord, because it is for my master, I will maybe have to do it. And then I can do it. Because when I have that mentality that I am doing it for my Lord or for the master. So what has happened? Though I don't like it, but I still got engaged into it. Why? Because I respect my master or the Lord. So what has happened? That means I am trying to mollify my likes and dislikes. Similarly, the results of the actions which are flowing in, whether I like it or not, if I take it as a prasad, then what has happened? If it is good, it's good. If it is not good, also I take it because it is coming from the Lord. So what has happened? I have tried to clip my likes and dislikes. Now I am not so focused. I go by what has to be done, I do it without this. But in Karma Yoga, then what is the difference between Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga? What is the difference? Any one of you? You want to try, please? Anyone?
It's the doership. In Karma Yoga, we are still no, sorry. Karma Yoga is we are doing Chit Shuddhi and diluting our vasanas. And in Jnana Yoga, we have shifted our identity from BMI to higher self.
But okay, that is the result has what has come, but what is the difference will be in performing the action? As a karma yogi, when you are performing an action,
We are,
as a jnana yogi, when you are performing an action, what is the difference in that action? Yes. Yes.
in Jnana Yoga, we are still, we know our true self and then we are established in our true self and then doing the action.
Okay, Prasad Baba.
Karma Yoga ki Chitta Shuddhi.
Hmm.
Then to qualify the Jnana Yoga.
That is the result. That is the result which flows in. But then while I am performing an action as a karma yogi and I am performing action as a jnana yogi, what is the difference? Are you getting a point? If I do Karma Yoga, I will get Chitta Shuddhi. That's fine. I get into Jnana Yoga, I will not have this binding nature of my karma. That's okay. That the result is that. But while I'm performing action as a karma yogi and I'm performing action as a jnana yogi, what is the difference?
I
The
think it's
separation,
ownership, no?
the separation exists in Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Sorry, is my voice coming?
Yeah, your voice is coming. Yes. Nehama, is it? Yeah.
Ji, Baba.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Karma Yoga, there's still the Lord and me, there's a separation.
Huh.
Jnana Yoga, that separation ceases.
No, I'm talking about the action part of it. What is the
Ji, so
difference?
either, so
Hmm.
therefore I am doing or for the Lord or I am getting from the Lord in Karma Yoga. And Jnana Yoga, I am nothing. I am not doing anything.
Okay, let me put it. What you are saying, it is to some extent it is correct, but let's put it in a very plain, simple word. When as a karma yogi you are engaged in action, the doership of action still remains with you. Because I am doing it for the Lord. I am doing it for my master. Whatever is the result is coming, I am taking it as prasad. So the doership remains. But when you are the jnana yogi, because you have now identified yourself with your higher self, that Satchitananda, Satyam Jnanam Anantam is Brahman. So what is happening? That action which is being done is not done by you. It is done by your instrument, that is your body, mind, intellect. Are you getting it? The ownership is not there in Jnana Yoga. But in Karma Yoga, ownership is still there. Is it clear? Do you agree with it?
Absolutely, Baba. So, didn't have the word. Sorry, Baba.
Yeah. So this is the basic difference. So now so what will happen? So one is, if we look at it, one is this jnanam. This knowledge has to be there. Then the action we have to perform. Then the bhava. The three things come together. When I am engaged in any action, you have to know about the action, or you know who is going to do, what is going to be the result of the action, whether I am doing it, my body is knowing what, this knowledge has to be there. Then when you are getting into action. But when you are getting into reaction, usually what is happening, because you are reacting as a situation, this is not there. Then second is knowledge, then action, then the bhava. What is the attitude inside? So now if we see, the action itself has no problem. Because in Bhagavatam and all, we have seen a lot of time, self-realized masters were also somebody who was also like a butcher. Here Krishna is also telling Arjuna to fight the war, to kill people. So action per se is not good or bad. Are you getting it? What makes it good or bad is the attitude inside. A action is good or bad, the result of this action is going to accrue to me or not. It doesn't depend on the action so much as it depends on the bhava, the mental attitude behind that action. If I make the distance between my true self and my body, mind, intellect, the result of the action doesn't accrue to me. But if as a karma yogi I am doing it, at least I will get chitta suddhi. But as a Visai, like any common normal individual, I am doing it, then I am susceptible to sukham and dukkha. So this is this bhava behind the action which brings in the result. That will define how we are going to enjoy or suffer in this world. So now what has happened in this verses so far. So if you look at it, we learned, one second. So in the, what is the way jnani, because which Lord has already discussed from 13 to 21 verses, the last 2-3 verses, what he has done. In the verse 18, Sarvata Samadarsanam. Let me share my screen. This computer is giving me trouble, I don't know. Deepak Baba? Deepak Baba, are you there? Okay. So 18th verse, because, okay, he's not there. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Sunichaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarsinha. So one benefit of a Jnana Yogi is Samadarshana. So that's what he said. Vidya Vinaya Sampanna Brahmana, a refined, knowledgeable, practicing Brahmana, and Gabi is a cow, Hastini an elephant, Suni is a dog, and Swapaka, a dog eater. So he has taken a spectrum of individuals or the sentient beings. He's saying a Pandita. Pandita means who has this Atma Jnanam. So he's now Sthita Prajna. So what will happen? Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. So he doesn't see the difference. Though his physical eye sees the difference, but inside, in his bhava, in his third eye darshan, everything is same. Because if you see the same thing in your physical eye, that means you have cataract, you have to go for operation. But in and through his interactions with this world, whether the things of this world, persons of this world, or events of this world, what he is doing now, he is having the Samadarshana. What is that Samadarshana? We had discussed last time. I am Ajay. I am is common. I am Prasad. I am Deepak. I stands for what? Who remembers it? I stands for
Awareness.
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 Am stands for existence.
Existence.
Similarly, you are. U stands for awareness. R stands for existence. It is. It and is both stands for existence. Their awareness is not there. So that when somebody is saying, I am so and so, our concentration is on the later part of it. What he's saying, what is his name, what is his identity, what he does. So it is on the third portion. But is Jnani, Atma Jnani, what he is concentrating? He looks at the same Brahman. He sees the gold in ornaments. He is seeing the wood in furnitures. He is seeing water in the waves. It's not that he is not seeing the waves. It's not that he is not seeing the ornaments. He knows ornaments. He knows what to buy, what to use. He does that, even he uses it. But in and through his use of the objects or the persons, he knows what exactly he is dealing with is Brahman. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahman. So that's why he sees Brahman everywhere. He said God everywhere. In and through he's saying. So Samadarshana, that is in the verse 18th, Lord talked about, this is the benefit of a Jnana Yogi. Or characteristic, you can say. And the second thing he said in the 19th verse, he said conquering mortality or fear of death. In the 19th verse, Deepak Baba, can you allow me to share my screen?
Yes, Baba, 1 minute.
Let me see also, because this is giving trouble today.
Yes, Baba, you can do, Baba.
Where is... This is in the 19th verse. Hmm. Yeah, can you hear me now, Deepak Baba?
Yes, Baba, we can hear you, Baba.
Okay,
But
let's
your
go
screen
ahead, let
not
it.
screen is not coming.
Oh, that's what it's talking. It's not loading. I don't know why it is slowed down a bit. It's troubling. What he's doing, I also don't understand. Okay. So in the 19th verse, let's understand before he does whatever he's doing, he's not allowing me to do anything. Iheva Tajitam sargo esa samya sthitam manaha nirdosam hi samam brahma tasmad brahmani te sthita. So this, the 19th verse, we have already gone through it. So there he is saying, esa samya sthitam mana. So this person or the Jnana Yogi, his mind is samya sthita. That means in equality. Equality means in Brahman. It is when it is established, nirdosam hi samam Brahma. So, and this Brahman is nirdosa. There is nothing, no tent is there. That means it cannot do anything. Nothing touches it. So it doesn't give papam or punyam. It has nothing to do with it. So nirdosam is samam Brahma. Tasmat Brahmani te stita. So he is now established in his true self. Then what happens? Iheva tarjitam swarga. So what is the benefit? Iheva. Here and now, what is happening? Tarjita. He has conquered what? Sarga. Sarga means he has conquered heaven. What is he has conquered heaven meaning? He's saying that because if you do punyam, you go to Swarga. That is the concept. So that means he has conquered Swarga means, so he is not attached whether the result is good or bad, whether the Swarga or heaven or hell. So he has gone beyond, he has transcended it. So that's what he's saying. So what will happen? The second thing he has said, that fear of death is gone because you have now gone beyond it, Swarga and heaven and hell, because you know if I am Brahman, which is not only all pervading, it is also eternal. So there is no death for me. Because every day when we go to deep sleep, the state we will be, we are in deep sleep, the state we are in Paravastha is the same as our life after death. Same. Only thing that you will not be able to interact with the world. That's it. Because he knows he is that Satchidananda Sarupa. He will be centered in his own. So this is where, so in the 19th verse, Lord talked about that he will be conquering his mortality. Then on the 20th verse, what we had seen is, Na prahuset priyam prapya, nadvijet prapya chapriyam, sthira buddhi rasammudo brahmani sthita. Brahmavit brahmani sthita. So there what he's saying, in this he's saying, he has a right perspective in life. So he is not affected by the good and bad. He's saying, no prahusyat priyam prapya. That means he is not overjoyed if he gets something, whatever he likes. Priyam prapya, whatever he gets, which is dear to him. No prahusyat. He is not very elated about it. Navidjet prapya chapriyam. So he is not, he is not sad. Prapya, if he gets cha apriyam, that means whatever he doesn't like, if it comes on his plate, then he is not sad about it. Sthira buddhi. So he is established. He is sthira buddhi. That means it is tentless buddhi. That means without any doubt. Sthira buddhi we had seen. Asambhuda and Brahmavid. The three words Lord has used, we had seen that. Last time we had seen, he said Brahmavid. Brahmavid means he has knowledge about who he is. This is by Shravanam you get to know about this. Brahmavid. Then Sthira Buddhi is you gain that with Mananam. That means all your doubts has been cleared. So sthira buddhi, this is now firmly, you have doubtless knowledge, sthira. Then asamhuda. Asamhuda means now he, through the nididhyasana, whatever the habitual tendencies are previously was affecting him, now it no more affects him. Asamudha. So, and mudha is the person who is attached to his likes and dislikes. That's why he is mudha. Asamudha means he is beyond that. That means he is firmly established now his true self. He is now, there is no more attached to his likes, dislikes, or attachment to his body, mind, and intellect. He's totally dissociated himself. Asamudha. So it doesn't accrue to him. So this three words here Lord has used, Brahmavid, Sthira Buddhi, Asamudha. So Sravana, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam, when you do, and you are Brahmani Sthitaha, you are established in your true self, what will happen? Whether you get whatever you like or you get whatever you do not like, you will have sthira. Sthira means your sameness will be there. You are not elated or you are not sad. So this is where Lord has left it. And then he finished with this 21st verse, whatever he wanted to talk about the Jnana Yoga. And that is the central theme of this chapter. Now, in the 22nd and 23rd verse, Lord is talking about certain characteristic of a jnani, and from 24th verse onwards, he will give what is the benefits of a jnana yogi. Follow whatever the results which goes in. So, in the 22nd verse, if you have books or something, you could read it because I am unable to share it because laptop is giving me a lot of problem today. एहि संस्पृशजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्त कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुद्धः. Now, so what is the meaning of this verse? He's saying enjoyments born of sense objects are indeed the source of misery. They have, O son of Kunti, a beginning and end. The wise man doesn't rejoice in them. Okay. So what he's saying? A Buddha means a wise person, na tesu ramate. He doesn't go after or he doesn't pursue, follow what? Dukkha yonaya evate. So here, a jnana yogi, when he is sthita prajna, he is established in his true self, also lives in this world as well. all the Bisayis, the people, the normal individual also lives in this world. And a person who is established, firmly established on his Atma Jnanam, that means he is a Jivan Mukta, he also lives in the same world. But what is happening, he is saying, Nahi sansparsaja bhogaha. Sansparsaja. Sansparsaja means his, sansparsa means attachment, attachment, joining together. So what is joining together? His sense organs with the sense objects. When they meet, then only that interaction with the world happens. So either the experience will be, either it is a good one, so it gives pleasure. If it is not a good one, it will give us pain. So what he's saying, this sansparsaja, whatever is going to come out of it, yehi sansparsaja bhogaha. So that is called bhoga. Bhoga means whatever your pleasure and pain is coming, that comes from bhoga. Why bhoga is coming? Why you are going to enjoy it, suffer from it? Because your interaction of your sense organs with the sense objects of this world. So now, what has happened to the difference between a Visai and a Jivan Mukta? When a Visai means a normal individual, when he interacts with the world, his sense organs are interacting with the sense objects of this world. If he likes it, he gets pleasure. If he dislikes it, he gets pain. And moreover, then what we do is, because we are trying to avoid pain and go after pleasure, so we go after things or the persons or the events in this world who will give me pleasure. So we go on adding one, like, like a pebble, you go on adding it. So you feel, oh, this will give me pleasure, 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 this will give me pleasure. So we go on adding it. So, but when we are also trying to avoid things also, it is like same. When you are trying to avoid things, man, something is coming on your way. So that's why you are trying to avoid it. That means that is also a losing battle, because most of the time it will happen. That means if it happens, it will give me pain. If I can avoid it, that will give me pleasure. So certain things, what will happen? If it happens, first it will give me pleasure in the beginning, but the end it will give me pain. But certain things which give me pain in the beginning may give pleasure in the end also. Because nothing in this world, whatever the objects we interact with, whatever the persons we interact with, whatever the events we interact with, they also are not static. Nor our perceptions of this world, nor the things of this world are static. At a particular moment of time, you saw a particular car, so you liked it. But tomorrow, your perception, what can be a good vehicle, changes, and it may change. Similarly, the models of the cars which are coming out will change. They may look more attractive. And the car which was attractive yesterday, today it is 1 day old. So it may not be so attractive as yet. There can be, it may not be 1 day, but after some time it will go, asti jayate vardhate viparinitamate apakshyate vinasyate, 6 types of changes it undergoes. Same happens also 6 types of changes in our body, mind, intellect as well, because it is also matter which remains untouched in this world. Which remains untouched? Tell me.
Self.
Consciousness.
Consciousness, awareness. That is the only thing which remains untouched. So only thing, if we want to avoid getting caught in this wave of likes and dislikes, there is no other third option other than trying to find that option in our true self. Because that, this scripture is saying, that is not only existence awareness, that is also bliss, completeness. So that is the source of enjoyment. Our whatever we can get it is coming from there. So even when we interact with the world and they appear to give me pleasure or pain, and even the pleasure, whatever I am getting it, actually what happened that time, my intense desire to get a thing creates an anxiety in me. The moment I get that particular thing, what happens, that anxiety goes away. For a brief second, I get established in my true self. So that blissful state of mind suddenly reflects in that particular object. So I feel that this pleasure I am getting, it's coming out from that object, that car. But car, it has not, it doesn't have that ability to give me pleasure or pain. It is neutral. Like the dog biting the bone. When he's biting the bone, it was cutting his mouth, his own blood is coming out, he is sucking it, then he finds pleasure, he feels that it is coming out from the bone. But bone is bone dry. Similarly, this world is bone dry. It is nothing can offer. Pleasure and pain are not inbuilt into it. It's neutral. The same vehicle can give pleasure to somebody and it can give me pain to me. And it can give pleasure to me and it can give pain to somebody. So pleasure and pain are not inbuilt into the vehicle. It is what is the bhava, attitude which we look at it things, that makes a difference. And that is governed by our likes and dislikes. Where it is stored? In our subtle mind, in our mind. That means as long as we are a servant of the mind, we go by the dictates of the mind. But what has happened in case of a jnani? The mind becomes an instrument for him. The way now I am using my car as an instrument. If there is an accident to the vehicle is running not so good, it doesn't mean that I have been handicapped. Myself cannot be, because it is untouched. What has happened? It has affected the vehicle. So similarly, whatever is happening to the mind gets elation, mind gets sad, minds get perturbed, mind becomes anxious. I am not the mind. If I can perceive my mind is an object, I am the subject. So that differentiation, when I appreciate, and when I am centered on my true self, what will happen? This flow of this pleasure and pain is, I am get insulated from it. It doesn't touch me. So that's why Bahya Spasya Ekatma. Ekatma here means, that means mind. So Bindaya Mani Tat Sukham. Just a second. That page, why is it not coming? So, ehi sanspasada yoga. So, 22nd verse we are doing it, correct? Sansparsada bhoga means born out of interaction between the sense object and the sense objects, which you and discussed. So this, then there has to be a contact between sense organs and sense objects, then only this result of pleasure and pain is coming. So that means, and whatever the way we look at it, this bhoga, that means this is called a bhoga by a Visayi. So if a person who is indulging in the things of this world, which is the normal person, so what he goes for the what is good and bad in this world, so he is called a bhogi, and whatever the pleasure and pain he gets is called bhogaha. So he goes into it. But what happens to the jnani? So in his case, so he is dukkhayo na evacha. So he is not touching this. He's trying to avoid things. He avoid it in the sense that even if he is enjoying if the thing, he doesn't get attached to things. So there is a difference here. Now, if you possess a thing, it will give me pleasure. Okay. And if I said, okay, because it is going to be pleasure and it can also give me pain, so I am not going to possess it. So you renounce the thing. Because if you renounce the thing, there is also, for a normal person, there is going to be a problem of emptiness also. There is going to be a vacuum. There is going to be a loneliness. So both ways you can. If you go to possess it, though it may give pleasure, because tomorrow it may give pain also. Because we had seen that the things of this world give when you are giving more pain than the pleasure. Because in acquiring a thing is painful, and then when maintaining a thing is also painful, and then when the thing is lost or gone, also it brings in pain. And each one is more painful than the other one. If acquiring is dukkha, then maintaining is dukkha taraha, and then when it is finally goes, it is dukkha tamaha. So that means whatever pleasures we seek and we get in this world, it is dukkha misritatva. That means it's also mixed with dukkha. Not only that, what is done is called bandhakatva. It binds us because we want to go after it again and again. If he has given me some little pleasure, I go after it again and again and again and again. Sometimes also, even if something is painful, we go after it. That's why sometimes, some senses say, we love our enemies because you want to go through that pain again and again and again. Because it's not like when you have a sore, it is giving you pain, but you go on nailing it. It is painful, but in that pain also you are getting some sort of a vicarious pleasure out of it. And that's exactly the condition of a Visayi. So if you possess it, you are going to get pain. If you do not possess it, then there is going to be the problem of emptiness or loneliness. So any way you are going to have it. So what is the solution? The solution is you have to live in this world. So only the solution is just shift your identity from the body, mind, intellect to your true self, Satchit and Ananda Swarupa. So when you have it, so what will happen? So he's saying, so Buddha, sorry, nahi samspasa bhoga dukkhayo no evate adya anta banta kaunteya na tasyu ramate Buddha. So he doesn't go after these things of this world. And then, and why he's saying that is also which are the things which will give the pleasure or pain in this world? He's saying as long as you find it as a beginning and end. Adya anta banta. That means the things which has a beginning and end. The moment there is a thing which has a beginning and end, that means you know that it is temporary. Because it's the beginning and end. And everything in this world, including our body, mind, intellect, has a beginning and end. Everything is the beginning and end. The moment you find something has a beginning and end, you know that it is temporary. Whatever it can give or not give, it is first thing is temporary. Then that's why in Buddha said anityam, 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 sarvam anityam, anityam, anityam. This is that. It's not permanent. Then Khanikam, he went still further. Lord Buddha went, said Khanikam, Khanikam, Khanikam Sarva. That means it's not only in short period. He said Khanikam means it's, minute to minute it changes things. Then Sunyam, Sunyam, Sunyam. He said the things come so fast, they come and go. And Khanikam, for small little time, they will come and go. And then as if you will find this Sunyam, Sunyam, Sunyam. That means treat them as Sunyam, as if they don't exist. Sunyam, Sunyam, Sunyam. Then you will be happy. So here, so what he is saying that here it is not Sunyam here, because this self-realized person, he lives in this world. He doesn't hate anything. Because if you give him, sweets or something like that, he is not going to throw it away. Because if you hate something, that is as binding as you love something. So one has to transcend what you like, what you dislike. And that can only happen when you hold on to something higher. Like we said that nobody gives up anything on earth. A baby who was crying to put a balloon on the birthday celebrations, after some time, they don't want a balloon in their birthday celebrations. So what is the point of time they took a decision not to have a balloon? That he or she has grown up now as an adolescent, he or she doesn't want a balloon? When it happens, it's not a conscious decision. What has happened? Because of the peers, mixing with the peers in the society, people around at that age, they have found out their interest has now become different. So when you hold on to something different, what happened in the earlier, whatever you are holding on to, it will automatically drops up. So similarly, if we have a bad habit, you want to give up, you cannot give up like that. It's impossible. It's a losing battle. What you have to do, you have to hold on to something higher. So when you take in the ladder of life, when you take a higher step, your lower self automatically you have to bring up. Automatically things which were attached, it will drop off. So this is what he is saying, that adya anta banta. Banta means the things which have adya and anta, beginning and end. That means they cannot give you happiness. That means everything in this world have a beginning and end. So that means this world cannot give me happiness. So it is not that world is neutral. It is not positive in the sense that it will give me pleasure. It's not negative, it will give me pain. But it's neutral. So that's why a Bisoyi can have as much as enjoyment in this world and sorrow, and a Jivan Mukta also can happily live in this world, as long as he understands that everything in this world is impermanent and it has nothing in it to give me pleasure and pain. I am using it because this is necessary to maintain a life. So what is when using and getting attached? Getting attached is the condition where when it is not there, you feel the pain. But if I love everything, it is there is fine. If it's not there, also fine. But when you get attached, so he's not giving up happiness. He's not giving up pleasure. But because he has got now something higher, so this lower pleasure and pain doesn't have any effect on him. It's not that we had seen all the realized masters had some physical issues. But we also have read that they were oblivious of it. They were beyond that physical pain. It's not that the pain was not coming to them. They were subject to pain equal measure as a normal individual will be subject to. But they had the ability to transcend it. So this is what Lord is saying. This Jivana Mukta will have to. That's why what he said, no tesu. So he doesn't move around. Ramate means trying to enjoy, go around and enjoy. Buddha means that's this knowledgeable person who has got an Atma Jnana. So he doesn't do. That's why he's saying, so enjoyment born of sense objects are indeed the source of misery. Dukkhayo naya evati. So they bring in dukkha. And which are those objects who have a beginning and end? Adya. Oh, Kaunteya, na tesu ramate buddha. Oh, Arjuna, this Buddha, this these realized persons, they do not ramate. Ramate means with an intention to enjoy. They don't do that. They interact with the thing. They use the thing. It's not that they hate it. They use it. But because they have got now a source of uninterrupted anand. Like when we electricity there, we have a UPS, uninterrupted power supply. So you put it, so when the electricity is not there, UPS takes over and electricity is continuous. Similarly, this Brahmagyani, just imagine, he has a UAS, uninterrupted Ananda supply. So he doesn't depend on outside electricity to light his house, to light his heart. So he has that Ananda Swarupa because he has now understood, he has now found the source of that enjoyment. So this is what the alternative he has got, and this is how he should live. So this is what the Lord is saying, this is the characteristic of a Jivan Mukta, that even while he is living in this world, even when he is interacting with the objects in this world, even when he is interacting with the persons in this world, even when he is interacting with the events of this world, he can offer sometimes pleasure, sometimes pain. But this Jivan Mukta is beyond that pain and pleasure. It's not that he hates anything, it doesn't. But he takes them everything for the face value. Because in that, and the pleasure of all these limited sources are already there in that Atma Sukha. It's all inclusive there. All these limited pleasures are already there in infinite bliss. That's why in the second chapter, 46th verse, there was a beautiful verse was there. Yavanartha udapane sarvata sampluta duke tavan tadvese Vedesu Brahmanasya Vijanatah. Whatever purpose is served by a small whale, means a whale, is naturally solved in all respect by a large lake. So if you have found a lake, why you will bother about a whale? If it is there, it is fine. If it is not there, also fine, because you have a whale, you have a lake under your control. Similarly, if you have put a bore well, whether the municipality water comes or not, you will not bother. If it is coming, it's fine. If it's not coming, it's so fine, because you have the bore well. Because he is himself the source of bliss, and he has understood it. So he is not bothered whether the particular things of this world or the relationship or the events, they give him pleasure or pain. It is immaterial for him. And he also knows the pain is coming to the mind. Pain is coming to the body, not to me. So the pain and pleasure will be coming in. But it is the attitude of ours towards that which makes a difference. Like what we had seen earlier also, when the Buddha said that pleasure and pain of this world comes in two arrows. The first arrow is what the world throws at us. So that cannot be avoided. What is the second arrow? It is our response. The pain we feel, the pleasure we feel, that's the second arrow. That means how we respond to things which the world throws at us. That is the second arrow. And what this Jivan Mukta does, or what a spiritual sadhaka enjoins, is this, that second arrow, that attitude towards things of this world, whatever is thrown at him, that has undergone a change. So second arrow is taken care of, and that is 75% of the pain of the whole process. What the world throws at us is not so much unacceptable as our own response to those. So how we look at it, if we have that samatvam bhava, if we know that this world, I am beyond this world, because he is the Vijetriya Swarga we saw, the 19th verse he is saying that he has gone, because he knows that this world doesn't matter for him, because he has victory over the Swarga. That means he has victory over whether heaven or hell or this world. He is beyond it. So he has understood it. He has samadarshan, and dukkha and pleasure and pain, that doesn't affect him. He is beyond that. So these are the three characteristics. Lord talked about it. You go back, just have a look at it, because I am unable to show you this those verses, 18th, 19th, and 20th verse. So with that, when he is living in this world, so this is the characteristic, one of this characteristic of his Sthita Prajna, Lord has talked about in this particular verse, in verse 22nd. So he has found his own source of bliss. Uddharet atmana natmana avasadayet atmaneva atmane bandho atmaiva vipuratnamaha. We have to also practice that. We have to find that source. Should not be in the bookish knowledge. We have to find inside ourselves. When we are confronted with the situations, whether it is pleasure giving or pain giving, we have to wait, go inside, think deeply about these scriptures, what are the teachings, the advices of the masters and the sages and saints, and then go inside and find that source within ourselves. That is the journey we have to undertake. Thank you. Any questions or anybody, anything you want to say? Sindala, Piyush Baba, Sudhguru, Rajendra ji, who else are there? Santosh Baba is not there today. Santosh Baba is there. Yeah, okay. Yes, Deepak Baba. Sorry? Okay. Santosh Baba, are you there?
Yeah, Baba, I'm there.
Okay. Santosh Baba, Piyush Baba, Deepak Baba, just stay back. We'll have a little chat about this retreat thing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Let's close our eyes, have a small little meditation, then we'll keep your spine straight. Chin down. Concentrating in the fontanel, conscious breathing. Each inhalation and exhalation. Try to calm the mind slowly and slowly. Cut yourself from the immediate environment. Let go of the body consciousness. Calm the mind. But totally calm, collected. At this moment, you will feel you are beyond pleasure and pain. Sort of bizarreness prevails. Do not feel you lack anything. There is a subtle sense of fullness or completeness. Try to analyze, hold on to this feeling. during the day, during the interaction with the world. As frequently as it is possible. Try to go to your true self. Get recharged. Hopefully the time will come in and through our interaction with the world will remain centered on our true self. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you. I bow to you all.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you.